Last week on overtime.
And we are talking about actors, like professional actors.
But not just that, the whole room is act. But if you're gonna pull off a hoax like that, that would be the place, because everybody in that fucking room is a goddamn actor. Everybody.
Yeah. Shit.
You know what's going on. So we can kind of do two breakdowns. We can do a breakdown on if it's fake and why it would be fake, and if it is real, what caused this. You know what I'm saying? So where y'all want to start? Y'all want to start with shit right there can only happen on the Oscars. That shit can only happen at the Oscars, because if that shit happened in real life, somebody going to jail or somebody fucking dying. Like we laughing, but what I'm saying is we laughing about this shit, but this type of shit happening in real life every day, and these niggas would be dead or in jail after that type of thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit can only happen at the Oscars. Shit like that don't happen in real life. Where you slap the shit out of a nigga and just walk away. Like that shit don't be happening.
Right.
You can see
it's like served up on a plate. Like he's winning best actor. He's sitting dead center. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that shit looks fake.
That did look right there. That look fake as hell though.
It looks fake as fuck.
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
Player stupid.
Hey, now Corey, you Illuminati with that shirt on, nigga. Don't think I don't see the Baphomet on your shirt, nigga.
I was going to ask you. I was like, is that a truth or fiction, or like?
You got the Baphomet.
It's a bull, man. It's a bull.
That joint look like
it's a bull.
Sure. That's what they want you to believe.
That's ball. That's ball.
And then they say he was like, partying and clubbing afterwards, like as if nothing happened.
And let's be all real. The only person that Will Smith can get away with and slapping in the face and nothing happened is another black man. Why? Because the rest of society has been desensitized to the violence that we commit against each other. So
Sunday night,
you see the pyramid up and down.
Academy has launched a formal review.
I mean, the Oscar trophy is like what, Osiris or some shit or whatever.
That's what I was about to say. The Will is playing like the role. If you look at their colors,
I was out of line.
Fucking Jada's wearing green, which is like a symbolism of her being the goddess of fertility. She had that green dress on, bro, and she was acting like she was on her goddess shit that night. So I wouldn't be surprised. Will would have had a white suit on, then we wouldn't, like, all right, bro.
Right.
Like, all right, okay.
Back into the hidden hand. You know what I'm saying? Stapling Freemasonry. All the people that do it. Karl Marx, Marxism, Stalin.
And it's always the right hand? But does it matter which hand?
It does matter.
Okay.
I seen some joints with Prince Harry, with Prince Harry and all them, that whole family. I seen like the men doing that same pose in the picture, like recently.
The Pope. But there's always the right hand path and the left hand path. We live in like the Instagram, YouTube, World Star era. So like, where do you see somebody get slapped? Or somebody slaps somebody and then they turn their back on that person. You know what I'm saying? Like that. When you turn the back, like that means you open yourself for attack. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't make sense.
I mean, and it just didn't make any sense how there was no repercussions. Like the show went on,
right?
Security came out. Like if you having somebody get attacked on such a stage like that, you would think they got security ready for anything to go wrong, and like nobody did nothing. So I just thought that right
and
there.
He accepted an award after that.
And he accepted an award, and then they gave him an applause. And they gave him an applause. You know what I'm saying? After assaulting somebody after a joke, like I don't think the majority of people ain't going to just be like, oh,
it's like what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Are they acting?
Well, he was center stage though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like it was like
he's like right there. It was like he got cued. Yeah. He got queued up. All right, this is my cue.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was weird how if she was so hurt, why did she start laughing when he said Will Smith slapped the shit out of him? Then you look at Jada's body language, she's laughing.
Yeah. I don't.
She was so hurt.
Maybe she wasn't.
She went from being hurt. But what I'm saying is everybody's saying happy. That her being hurt is what triggered Will to do that. But when you look at her from this angle, she don't look hurt at all. As a matter of fact, she started laughing after.
Even when he said, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth," he said, "I will." You know what I'm saying? I think he was like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
That's why I think it was real
going on right now.
there's a lot to it that could make you think this shit is fake though. There's like just the way the whole situation went down, I think is just completely fake. But you know, if we was to, you know, go the other route and talk about like if it was real, there's a lot of history between Will and Jada that would make you know believe that he would take that route.
Because don't they rehearse this type of shit? It's the Oscars, like all these award shows, they rehearse these type things. So you
they rehearse it. But not just that, even the jokes, like those ain't Chris Rock's jokes. Those
they got writers.
That's what I'm saying. But Will Smith know that.
Yeah,
he know that shit. You know what I'm saying? He know they know these niggas don't be writing these roasts.
Right.
You know
so
what I'm saying?
He want to slap the writers too.
Like, come on, that's why you know.
For him being kind of like the simp in the relationship, that has something to do with it too. It's like him kind of like, I don't know, he's like fed up, and like him, you know, kind of lashing out.
I mean, I originally when I saw that shit, I was like, all right, on the non-conspiracy aspect, I'm like, that's him lashing out at Jada. You know what I'm saying? It's like I think the world is well documented the type of shit she be on, and he's still over here trying to, you know, prove his worth to her and shit like that.
Right.
That's weird to me. That's the weird.
I believe like the whole Scientology shit is weird as fuck, and it's almost like they move kind of like how the CIA move with like these blackmailing like protocols. Like they get, I don't know if you ever see like the documentaries on Scientology, but pretty much you have like these sessions where they call it coming clear, and you sit down in this room and you got like put your hands on these like two like metal rods, and you pretty much tell these motherfuckers like your darkest secrets. So if he's into like any funny shit, that's how they have like the one, you know.
So it's like the confession booth.
Right. They have the one up on him. You know what I'm saying? So if he's in, maybe like this shit is probably all, you know, looped in the same shit.
That shit it looked like Jada got some sort of like psychological control over him and shit, because the way because the key part was how he was laughing, and then all of a sudden I guess it's like she controls his emotional state. You know what I'm saying? It's like how you go from thinking the joke is nothing, you laughing at it, and then all of a sudden you look over her, you see she's angry, and now you just go into a rage. That sounds like she pushes your button. She holds the key to your emotional state, and that's never, you know, I mean, she runs shit at the end of the day if she got you doing shit like that.
Debo and his
See, I think like his name being dragged like over the past 2 or 3 years, him being a meme, crying and shit. His name in every, you know, headline, shade room, all that shit, him being dragged like these past 2, 3, 4, I don't know how long the shit, you know, X amount of years. I think that made him lash out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be, you know, I gotta be the big dick in the room. You know what I'm saying?
But he could have handled that shit in not 40 different better ways than that shit. He could have pulled that man to the side. He could have went on stage, started roasting him back. He could, like you could have said, apologize to my wife. I don't appreciate that. He could have went approached him behind at the end of the
during the rehearsal.
Had a conversation with the nigga, just be like, hey, I don't appreciate that. He could have slapped the shit out the nigga behind the stage, but he didn't have to do that shit like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right, yo. Because
that was just wrong. You know? When that came out, it was like, yeah, my man better do the same shit. But I feel like I think a lot of women actually think that that's how you're supposed to move.
Most definitely.
Yeah, but you know that, like I said, that's a revelation. That's something for you to let you know as a man. Like that's what that's the expectations, you know. And you know, is she right for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like she would, you know, if I fuck with her, I'm definitely going to jail. You know, so she's sensitive because she's sensitive. She's sensitive, and I'm not. She's sensitive, and I'm not. And in order for her to feel protected, I have to, you know, meet all her sensitivities. You know, and a lot of times these sensitivities be irrational. So then niggas over here died and going to jail over a woman's irrational ability. That's the right word.
You gotta take
exactly. So like what I'm saying, so hey nigga, you know, hey, you died over some irrational shit. At least you can say you died for her, and then she could be like, "Hi, this nigga died for me," and then move on to the next nigga. Then move on to the next nigga. Then move on to the next nigga. Let's keep it real. Then move on to the next nigga.
She gave that nigga.
The part, I wasn't watching it, but I like was scrolling through and I saw the part when he was crying. I was like, this nigga always crying, and then I changed the channel. I didn't think nothing of it. I just was like, this nigga crying again. Then I just kept going. I didn't think nothing of it.
This nigga always crying.
He do. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying, but he's
crying again.
Here he go.
Bro, he was like, oh, I feel like I've been called on God to protect my family, and I'm like, man, he brought God in this, and I'm just like, bro, like, nah. It's like I'm sure God would not want you to slap that man after a G.I. Jane joke. You was not protecting your family. You was not protecting your family because over a G.I. Jane joke, bro. Like I'm sure God was like, no, this is the time. Will G.I. Jane? That's too. I'm pretty sure the Lord was not. The Lord did not call you for that joke. I'm sorry, bro.
Right.
I'm not buying. You was, you know, when you said it's all about how you use it, but I think the knowledge itself is
definitely using something though.
You know how they say like with great power comes great responsibility. So it's like same thing with knowledge. So it's like they all into the occult shit. So it's like, you know, it's only so much knowledge you're gonna gain in the occult till you start doing some shit you ain't supposed to be doing.
Right,
you know
exactly. Those are
that's why this information, like even this is supposed to be like, you know, if they say the tree of knowledge of evil,
like they're using it. They're using
the tree of knowledge of good and evil. That was like the forbidden tree in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we ain't even supposed to be getting into all this type of shit.
Look at that shit. Pyramids.
You think that circle at the bottom with the star, where they were sitting on? But look how close it is to the stage, and that's
it's right there. It was part.
This shit is set up, man.
It was part of the joint. It's part of. They were sitting on stage essentially.
This is like an example of like, you know, how she keeps putting him out there. This might be like a whole ritual where she's like, you know, killing him, chopping him up into pieces or something like that, and then putting them back together. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because I feel like they be playing these shits out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it might be he might be playing Osiris and he's getting killed, and now that's his.
Interesting.
Now she's putting him back together through having him get his masculinity back by slapping a nigga in the face. That might be the resurrection.
That's y'all be using y'all brain out here. Y'all be thinking.
I just sent you the joke.
But there's 3 pyramids too, right? Egypt, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I even peeped that. Damn.
Yeah.
Shit, crazy.
Oh, right there. Oh, yeah. Okay.
That shit look like and is that a moon right there?
Like
I see the crescent at the top. Yeah, I see the crescent.
And then at the bottom is the whole bottom is an eye.
And you mean to tell me all them niggas walk in that room and they don't know what that shit is?
Right.
Like this shit is like for real. Hollywood is like a fraternity, man. I think all them niggas know what's up. I think they all do.
Oh shit. Oh, like the underworld type shit.
Yeah. I'm just saying, since we talking about like what they had on, I mean, like, if we talking about everything being symbolism, shit,
that's above so below.
That's fucking Us, the movie at its finest.
I know, right? Like shit, right? Then it's making you think, like, you know, maybe it was like an alter,
like maybe that wasn't even Will.
Right.
Maybe
that's
that
what I'm saying. Maybe it was like an like his alter ego. But you know what I'm saying?
Look at his face though. Like when it kind of changed. Like,
I don't know. Wow.
Finger Smith reveals her grandmother taught her to self-pleasure herself at 9. Y'all heard this before?
Wait, I think I heard something of that nature, like briefly, but I didn't look into it. I know that's kind of weird though.
That is
kinda.
No, but that reminds. That's Pookie Chris Rock. That's Pookie Chris Rock.
Yeah.
That is wow.
Hollywood crazy, man. I'm glad we all old enough to see the bullshit. Like you know, obviously we like the movies, we like the entertaining, but you can clearly see it's some other shit that be going on with this. Yeah.
I say this though.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say.
Maria Farmer recently gave an interview and she stated that Jada Pinkett approached her to appear on the Red Table Talk show. They were discussing some of the things Maria had been through. Maria was very candid and revealed names of people who had harmed her, and included Randy Bowie. And Randy Bowie was one of the security guards that worked for Leslie Wexner at that estate. And then she found out the dude worked there with, you know, Jada and all them. Maria never heard back from Jada and open about surviving this abuse. Maria found out that Randy Bowie was the current bodyguard of Will Smith.
In terms of the balance of power between states and citizens, in my opinion, we're going to need a digital constitution of human rights if we're going to have digital money.
Shit.
But also, this new money will be sovereign in nature.
Yeah, that's too
Most
much,
people
B.
think that
That's too
digital
much.
money is
Hey,
crypto.
we rewriting history
and
right
private.
now, bro.
Look at
But
the
what I
crowd, though.
see
Look
are
who's in the audience, though.
superpowers
Look at that shit.
introducing digital
The
Motherfuckers with
currency.
Saudis,
The
money.
Chinese were
all
the first.
all them Saudis.
The U.S. is on the brink, I think, of moving in the same direction. The Europeans have committed to that as well. And the question is, will that new system of digital money and digital accounting accommodate the competing needs of the citizens
You
of
know
all these
what?
locations so that every human being has a chance
If it was something that's going
to
to bring
have a
on
better
another
life?
world war, this might
That's the
be it.
only measure of whether a world order really serves.
World order. We see now, like these motherfuckers was been talking about this shit, and he got killed.
Y'all need to
Put it
stop
up.
sleeping on Alex Jones, young.
You come off crazy, but yeah.
He racist.
They just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip, and you have nothing. You can't buy food. You can't do anything. It's total control of the people.
And that chip's connected to a database that has your purchasing records, what you do, what
Everything,
you sell.
everything is in there, you know? And so they want a one world government controlled by them, everybody being chipped, all your money in those chips, and they control the chips and they control people. And you become a slave. You become a serf to these people. That's their goal. That's their intentions.
Eric, you be
To want this, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's like in order to have war, you have to have.
Oh, so you mean it's not against armies?
It's not against armies. It's against
Right.
its own people.
Right.
You know,
When they gotta be
get down and lay down, nigga.
People that don't want to conform.
All right.
Okay.
And where have we seen that before?
That makes sense. That makes sense. And too many movies. That makes